Hey y'all, you are now tuned in to your newest favorite podcast, A Piece of Advice, and you are back with your host, Ladur. So, if you're new here, welcome. But be warned, you just never know where we're going to go with the episode. If you're returning, what's up? How's your week been? How are you? Drop it in the comments. Let me know how you doing, what you thought of the last episode, what you want to talk about, yada, 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 yada. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment. Alright, now that we got that out the way, because that's what I'm supposed to say, let's just get into the episode. We are now at the end of the first month of 2024. I know normally, I butter y'all up a little bit, and then I jab y'all with the topic of the episode. But we're going to do something a little bit different today. Like I said, we're still in the first quarter of the new year. There's still a lot of remains from the previous year. Let's just get into it a little bit. I want y'all to really understand, based on all the episodes you've listened to previously, if this is your first one, go back to one. Or if this is where you want to start, this may just be where you need to be at this moment right here, because maybe this is what you're looking for. We are building a community, a safe space for you to be rawly and authentically you. So much of us have friends and best friends and close friends. That's my sis, that's the bro, that's the homie. Like, you have all these people, yet there's a part of you that you could never sit there and actually expose to that person. Not that you can't, but you don't have that comfortability. Because of that is why this has been created. Because I know for me specifically, my bestest friends, we're all 16, 17 years plus, and I don't have a lot of friends. I have a lot of associates. Hi, bye, hey, I have nothing against you. But my friends, 16, 17 years plus, we all now 32. You understand? But there are still only certain sides of me that I ever exposed to them. And they know it, because they call me out on my shit all the time. And I hear them, I let them know I hear them. I don't think anything ever changes. It just is what it is. That's my comfortability. So for me, this is my gift to you, this safe space. In these past couple episodes, we've been speaking a lot about healing and the healing journey, things that you'll go through, and all of that. And like I said before, they make it seem like healing is all kumbaya, my lord, and love and light. You have to have your crystals, you have to have your sage, and it's all, I'm in an amazing mood. Oh my God, everything is great. Listen, the worst thing you can do is have a spiritual baddie fucked up. Don't fuck with any spiritual person, because it's not even them that's going to deal with you, it's everybody that's protecting them. You understand? It's all of those people. The ancestors, them. It's them that's going to deal with you. You ever notice how you don't have the best intentions for somebody, and somehow, some way, every time you're around them, it should just start going wrong? You should stop. You should make a note of your butt mind self and just stop your shit. Alright, I am sorry, but I'm not. I just needed to say that, because some of y'all only watching the podcast in this moment right here to be bad mind. You should leave. I said this is a safe space. That's what I'm creating. Alright? Now that those people have left, let's recap 2024, because 2024 was our year. We said this about 2023, but then 2024 came and outdid itself. It must be a Scorpio or a Leo or a Gemini or an Aquarius just alright, you didn't watch this. You understand? Like, that's really what it had to do. God nominated us to be the most elite employees. Please don't give me that same promotion in 2025. Please bestow upon me a different role, a different task. I think we've all proven, especially because we're all tuned into this podcast, I think we've all proven our worth, our capabilities. That is not the same way to make me stronger. I think if you try to make us the most elite employees, I think that I don't know if we will make it. Not gonna lie. That being said, the fact that we've been dragged and all that, and we still standing here in 2025, and we still making goals, and we still being resilient, and we still gonna do what we need to do, it means it's time to lock in. It is time to lock in. Listen, you at your last week of January of 2025. I understand the last year and this year the remains spills over a little bit, as it always does. But if you don't start today, when you gonna start? You understand? I want y'all to think about everything that 2024 has taught y'all. You are now in 2025. I want you to think about what you want out of 2025. How are you going to make it achievable? Just how? Just how? Because as you can see, the years fly by, right? Be honest with yourself. Have you taken any single steps in 2024 to make the things that you actually want in 2025 possible? Take the years, take the number of the years out of it. Because it's not even about the years that it is, it's about the principle of the fact that time is flying. People consistently saying, I want this, I want that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Oh my God, I can't wait for this to be me. Look at Instagram, all the shares and the memes that you see people share. Oh, this is gonna be my house, this is gonna be my this. They already like 30 something, 40 something. Not to say it's not achievable in those big old ages, but what are they doing in their day-to-day that make this look like something they're actually gonna obtain? Like, be for real. When I post it, I know you know what's coming. I know what's coming. I know God has already put that and ordained that for me, but it's just for me to meet Him the half of the way. When everybody else put it, when you put it, what are you doing that's going to make this achievable? Are you working on your credit? Are you saving? Are you investing? Are you doing any of these things? Are you even putting yourself in the rooms that you need to be in to learn from the people who have already done it? Because life is always gonna life. It doesn't get any easier. Let me tell you from now. It doesn't get easier. And the more responsibility you decide to take on, just means more responsibility, and the harder it will get for you. But you learn what? Balance. You learn how to balance. And don't make me speak to you like I'm some big talker or some big freaking expert in balance. Let me tell you, I'm only about a couple months in, baby. But I've learned the key. It is the balance between the two. I'm recording for y'all right now. As soon as I leave, I gotta go pack some orders, continue designing, and I gotta go spend mommy time with the kids because it's been about a week and they out from school. Then you got the holidays coming up. Because remind you, I'm recording this in 2024 because I'm prepping for my 2025, and I know that I'm dropping this podcast for y'all. So if you want a BFFR, it is the week before Christmas. It is the 21st to be exact. I've left my kids at home to come do what I had to do because I'm prepping for my 2025. 2025, I'm all about this safe space, this podcast, and my clothing brand, my business, which has sponsored the funds for this podcast. So go check that out. And all those. In 2024, my biggest thing that I had to work on to set myself up for 2025, because I always knew what my 2025 was going to be about, and I planned my years ahead of time, is consistency. I had to become consistent with my brand. My brand is fire. The quality, fire. And I'm not saying that because it's mine. I'm saying that because I know that. I'm saying that because that's all I've heard about it. But 2 years ago, I used to drop, go ghost. Come back months later, all a year later. That's not how it works. When you plant a seed, you can't just ghost it and come back. Plant the seed, you nourish the seed, you water it, you take care of it, you give it all those things. So that is what I worked on in 2024 to prep for my 2025, and now here we are. I made this deadline, just so happens it aligned, and here we are recording it. New podcast brought to you. You want to talk about love? I don't know if I was falling in. I don't know if I was falling out. I don't know if I was falling at all. I don't know what the hell was going on. I don't know what's going on with life. I don't know what's going on with family. I don't know what's going on at work. I don't know if I was getting a promotion, if I was getting fired. I don't know what the hell. You understand? I don't know none of these things. But what I do know is where I'm ending up, what I'm working on, and where I'm going. And for this year is to continue to be consistent and to continue growing my brand. You heard it here first. I'm telling you, at the end of the year recap of this podcast, watch the recap that I'm going to have to give you for the brand, the clothing brand. As far as the podcast, I don't even have to say too much on this because this is going to organically grow by itself. You understand? And this isn't about viewers and traction. This is about just sharing experiences, growing, and having that safe space. You understand? Listen, I've played with myself so much in the past, and I'm not talking about in the fun ways, even though I did that too. I'm talking about playing with myself and sleeping on myself, but investing and nurturing others so they can get where they needed to go, where they wanted to go. We're not doing that. We taking care of ourselves before we take care of anybody else. We jump in for ourselves. You understand? I have to think about, how am I actually going to obtain all these things that I'm trying to do? How am I actually going to get to the places that I'm actually trying to go? How are these things going to happen? Nobody's not going to hand you nothing. It starts with little things. You want to be an influencer? Who you going to influence if you don't even influence yourself? You want to make content? Why you never post? You don't even record content. You want a business? Did you even research the business you want to be in? How is it going to be successful? You understand? It's little things. It's the little things. The amount of time you spend on social media scrolling, and Apple does this thing now where they give you the update and the analytics of how much you've been on your phone and what you've been on your phone with, and they give it to you, I think it's weekly. 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 40, 58 hours of screen time is crazy. For you to still not have no difference, to not be making no progress. Everything is so accessible these days, and people don't even know how to access it. That is crazy. There's no excuses this year. There's no excuses this year. We all locked in. If you locking in, this is the podcast for you. If you're not locking in, maybe you should find somewhere else to be. Unless you need this for your inspiration to get locked in. Here's the thing, right? There is nothing that can stop you or break you except you. A lot of the times, it's not the enemy that's against you. That's your downfall. It is you. You have to treat yourself in the essence and in the way that you would treat the same person that you look up to already. Because a lot of y'all be on these celebrities' top. Not gonna lie. Y'all be on them. Y'all be so on them. Why? Oh, because they got money. Or you appreciate their art. But you know what they do? They put time into all of that. They didn't become this overnight. They've been doing it. They've been consistent with their craft. They know what they wanted to do, and they kept at it. You understand? You just gotta be the same way with yourself. Like, if you want to accomplish something, it's not out of your reach. Everyone had to do it for a first time before they became whoever the hell they are. And you wouldn't never know about them if they wasn't doing it consistently. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Doesn't really matter. You got people who are famous right now, making mad money, to sit down with a camera in front of them to play video games. To sit there and talk trash. To sit there and react to things that other people are doing. If you telling me that whatever it is that you want to do is weird or you can't accomplish it, really and truly you're just making an excuse. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. That's how that goes. Before you decide to be a fan of someone else, learn to be a fan for yourself. Be your biggest fan. Be your biggest supporter. Be your number one. Don't be nobody else's anything before you do that for you. Because the fact of the matter is, no one can ever have you like you have you. And if there's someone who has you out there more, that's a problem. You won't last. Like I said, people aren't going to just hand you things. Now, what you will get handed is opportunities. You will get handed a chance. But what you going to do with it? You know, I think for 2025, we need to work a little bit more towards taking action. Let that be your goal. Take action this week. Take action in the things you want to do. Take action in doing the things that's going to actually get you to where you want to go. That's what I got to be honest with you. It's our Unhinged episode. And honestly, it's probably going to be my favorite. Because it'll just be a lot more me. But, as usual, it was a pleasure speaking to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend. Even if it's not for you, this may just be for your friends. The business owners, the parents, anybody in their healing journey. This is the place to be. Once again, it's just a piece of advice from my experience. We're out. See you next week.